So they actually re-released it, Reforged. They never released Warcraft 4. Maybe someday they will. Like sometimes, like I really don't understand because like they really like, for real, like it's really difficult to mess it up. But I guess they have infinite money. Blizzard, they have infinite money. Why not Warcraft 4? No, Warcraft 3 Reforged. No one liked it. It was glitched as fuck, and it was really disappointing. Let's check out the honest trailer of Warcraft 3 Reforged. Oh, Warcraft 3 remake. Like,
in an era where every game developer's favorite trick is to rewrap their old games in a shiny new resolution and charge full price for them all over again.
Skyrim. Like there's like a Skyrim with how many remakes did this game got? More than 13.
Witness what happens when they go George Lucas on it instead and try to fix something that extremely wasn't broken. Spoilers, everyone hates it. Warcraft 3 Reforged. Travel back to 2002 and relive the glory days of Blizzard, when their tried and true "we'll release it when it's done" philosophy meant you could expect a good game at the end. And shudder.
It's insane because like the game Warcraft 3 looks good enough to be playable, and Reforged doesn't look good enough for it to be a viable like reason to actually stop playing Warcraft 3. This is how bad it is. Whereas like this game is not looking good enough to be an alternative to Warcraft 3, while Warcraft 3 is still looking like it is a good looking game that survived like the modern era, right? And it is looking good enough for you to not buy Warcraft 3 Reforged, which is really funny because it's like they did such a beautiful game. The remake that they did, really, it made like it made more like the promotion of the other game that really didn't needed a remake unless it's like a really good remake.
As you recall how much micromanagement Warcraft 3 actually requires. And the RPG-style heroes aren't that exciting in an age where every game has leveling and items. So you slog through the two types of campaign levels. The ones where you start with just a few dudes that are impossible to lose. And the ones where you spend 20 minutes hitting the unit cap and then attack move the enemy base. All to get the 2 or 3 story beats per campaign that actually matter. Then jump online to test your lack of skills and get massacred by people who've been playing for 18 years straight. In a gameplay experience that somehow makes you feel less nostalgic for the original than you started out. And only could have been produced by the version of Blizzard that Activision hollowed out and is now wearing like a skin suit. Is that better? And if you think that's an offensive visual, you should see the graphics they put on this thing. Feast your eyes on the bizarre decision to update Warcraft 3's art style as Blizzard shifts from the original cartoony flair of the...
Yeah, see, like it looks good enough, right? It really looks good enough. And then you see the Reforged and you're like, it looked good enough, and it's not good like the remake, like the Reforged version is not like updating, like it's not upscaling the graphics enough for this to actually not be the best.
Classic game to a more realistic look that's less Blizzard and more Chinese mobile game.
Do you guys not have phones? Yeah, you guys all have phones.
And
oh yeah, the phone
doesn't
thing.
Make you feel great about paying $30 for Warcraft 3 again, which will probably get worse.
At least it's not 70. I gotta be honest, like $30. At least it's not 70. Some people like really make you pay like $70 for a remake of a game where it's like, so it looks good enough. You can pay like the $3 that like the original game costs now, and it's like for real.
Once you realize the updated cutscenes they promised mostly aren't in the game, and the ones they did change don't actually look much better.
Exactly.
Did Morganis just return to his home planet? Then go back to the original visuals and realize that your campaign progress is tied to which look.
I bet modders can do better to reforge the original than Blizz. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's just like it's such a beautiful, it's such a great game that like it will take a lot of work but like I'm pretty sure that like if there was like someone obsessed with Warcraft 3, like it will have done a better game just using mods because like the mods like no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Shazam.
Use. So you'd have to start the whole game over again because you, I guess. But hey, at least that opening cutscene is looking real nice. It's like, what if we had actually cared about this product? Discover the true victims of Warcraft 3 Reforged. Actual Warcraft 3 fans. As
True.
Blizzard decide.
Because like basically like the community that was left in like basically like the online community that was on Warcraft 3, well, basically the network was cut out or something.
To merge the original game's client with the new one, which is missing a ton of features the original War 3 had, like clans, profiles, automated tournaments, and custom campaigns. And then makes them sign a new EULA that says they own anything the players make in the custom game system.
And that was just because Dota became Dota 2, and basically they were like, no, don't do like what they did with Dota. And I'm like, very funny, but like for real, like they got traumatized by Ice Frog so much. Someone called Ice Frog like created a game in their fucking like in their mod like game creation. They got so traumatized by one man called Ice Frog. They were like, if you do something like Dota 2, it belongs to us, okay? And I'm like, this is such an admission of the fact that like they never understood. But like technically it's fair play, man. Like they do know on the Lord of the Ring Battle of Middle Earth, a small team Reforged a game fan made. Yeah, no, like sometimes like the owner of the IP usually can allow it if it's like a passion project, and if they share like basically if they share like some of the money that they make out of to actually the people who owns the IP, right? But like at the same time, it's like, I mean, I don't know. Like,
so Blizzard doesn't have any more easy money slip through their fingers like Dota or Auto Chess. All so they can continue to play the same game they've been supporting for almost 2 decades. In a face slap to the fans that couldn't have been worse if the game just opened into a JPEG of a middle finger. So purge those unclean and grab the Frostmourne that is this video game, as you experience firsthand a company draining every last drop of goodwill from its franchises, leaving a joyless husk of their original glory, like a beloved stuffed animal that you no longer can imagine to life. Okay, maybe that's a little melodramatic, but this thing sucks.
Turn away before it's too late.
Starring Mussolini, Captain Cockblock, Water Sports, the guy in the horror movie that is definitely dying before the end, Goth Girlfriend, the Bitch King, dancing in Ironforge for tips, Malfurion, Good Doggos, Original Edgelord, Milk was a bad choice, Gold Dead, Needs More Chillidan, and Unfettered Corporate Greed. Warcraft 3 Refund.
yes.
I haven't seen a developer self-immolate this quickly since, let's see. Oh, everything else Activision has acquired. Tell us what you'd like.
All right, this was awesome.